Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Great Garment Graphics Online. I'm Mel Mibers, and I will be your host today. Today's webinar is Heat Printing for Back to School Profit. And our special guest speaker today is Georgianne Schilling. Hi, Georgianne.
Hi, Mel. Hi, everybody.
Good. As usual, we do have some poll questions to ask today. So when we ask the question, if you would just click on an answer, we'd greatly appreciate that. And also at the end of the presentation today, we do have some survey questions. If you just take a moment to fill those out, we really greatly appreciate that. It helps us with future webinars. And also throughout the presentation today, if you wish to ask any questions, just type them into your question box. And we will have a question and answer session towards the end of the presentation. Georgianne, you want to introduce yourself and give a little bit of your background?
Sure. I worked for Transfer Express for 15 years now. I'm a graphic designer by trade, but I work in the marketing department, and I'm real familiar with our products and services, so hopefully I'll be able to answer any of your questions. And if I can't, they will get passed on to people who can and should get answered by tomorrow afternoon sometime, at the latest by via email. So don't hesitate to ask any questions if I'm not covering it today here. And like he said, there will be a survey at the end, so please answer those questions. And if you're someone, this is your first time contact with us, we'll make sure you get a free catalog and some samples from your information that you give us there. And at the end, I will also have a link to a PDF that will have all my slides. You might want to take a few notes here and there because some of the stuff I'll be talking about isn't actually written on the slides, but the slides have the bulk of the information on there, so that'll be helpful for you later if you want to refer to it later. So that'll be available at the end of the presentation. Okay, Mel, this is where actually I want to start right at the beginning with a poll right now to find out some information about our viewers here to help me direct my information a little bit. So if you could put that up.
I will. I'll go ahead and launch the first one. The question is, I know some people listen to us on their BlackBerry, so they can't see the screen. But the question is, do you create apparel using transfers? And if you would just select one of those answers. And we've got about 15 more seconds. Okay, I'll go ahead and close the poll here, and I'll share the results with everyone. Again, the question was, do you create apparel using transfers? Yes, 73%. No, 3%. No, but I would like to start using them, 24%.
All right. That's very helpful information for me. Okay, so for those of you who already do use them, you're going to see some more options you might not even know we have. And for those of you who don't use them at all, I'll give you some benefits of why you should start using them. So I guess, Mel, I'm ready to get started if you don't have anything else to offer here.
Nope, go right ahead.
You're all set, Mel?
I'm all set.
Okay, so let's get started. All right, I'll move along here, get my screen back over. The pictures here on the screen are some of the apparel that you can create with our Easy Print transfers, and I'll go into some more details about some of the different types and layouts and things we offer. First, let me tell you some things about Transfer Express. We manufacture screen printed and digital transfers that are applied using a professional heat press. So a lot of people think you can use an iron to put on all transfers, but our transfers you need a heat press to get the time, temperature, and pressure to be just right so that will apply to the garment and look great. With an iron, you're going to get uneven pressure and different things. So iron not even an option. You shouldn't even think about it. And we recommend Hottronics presses because they're the best in the industry. And literally, with the transfer in your hand in 4 seconds, you're going to have a garment ready to deliver to your customer. And I'm going to show you some examples of ways to do that easily and economically, and the benefits of all these different resources of our designs that will help you sell more back-to-school garments. And if those of you don't know what a transfer is an image that is screen printed on a special release paper for application with the heat press. Most transfers are printed backwards or or in reverse, so it is right reading when applied to the shirt. So if you get your transfers and they're backwards, don't freak out. When you apply it to the transfer with the press, it's going to be ready to go. And transfers can be screen printed and they can be digitally printed. So there's two different kinds to know the difference between them. And I won't go too much in detail about that, but if you have more questions which way is better for your garment, don't hesitate to ask our reps when you call. They'll definitely give you some information of which is best for what you're putting it on. All right. The benefit of using Transfer Express and for back to school is our Easy Prints idea book system. Our Easy Prints are templated designs created by professional designers to help you get started with your artwork. That if you don't have a designer in-house, whatever, you have no clue how to even use graphic software, no problem. That we have thousands of layouts. The printed idea book contains over 800, but we have probably 3,000 online. So you got to find something in there that you can use. If you don't, you can use our pieces parts, but we also accept your artwork too, and I'll explain that more different later. But our Easy Print system has got to be the easiest way to do it. All you got to do, pick a layout, pick your clip arts that you want to replace. If there's an eagle in the layout and you need a tiger, you put a tiger in the layout. It says Compton, but you live in Lakewood, you put Lakewood in the layout. And literally, with our Easy View, we have an online designer to show you what that would look like. So in this Compton basketball design, we could put Lakewood basketball, and if they're Panthers, literally click this button, 4 seconds, you'll have an image. You can show your customer that you can print that using transfers. That's simple as that. So I'm going to show you some examples here farther on for back to school examples of exactly how you can do this to help you sell better. And with this, our Easy Print system, we keep when you create your orders, the transfer orders you create, we keep them online and available for 2 years for reordering. We have great online reordering system, so come every August when the school needs uniforms again, all you got to do is look it up on the site, place a reorder. It's there to you. If it's a one-color order, it ships in 1 day. So can't get much easier than that. So Mel, let's get my second poll here to see how many people actually do sell and market to schools. So go ahead and put my second poll up here.
Okay, I'll go ahead and launch that. And for those who are just listening, do you sell your apparel to schools or school groups? Select one, yes or no. And about 10 more seconds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. And I'll share the results with everyone. Do you sell your apparel to schools or school groups? Yes, 62%. No is 38%.
Okay, so we got some people we need to convert over here to show you how really easy it truly is. And also on this slide, this is our Easy View demo that if you're not a dealer yet, I will show you where on the website at the very end of this presentation where to get to that. And it gives you a taste of how powerful our Easy Print and Easy View customization is, and I'll show you that at the very end. So, okay, let me get started to start showing you your back-to-school ideas here of how to use transfers to sell back-to-school gear. All right, first I'm going to start with school uniforms. Some public schools, some private schools have them. That's typical polo with a heart-size shirt on it. The key points for the school uniform is if you have them on transfers, like this shows a gang sheet, you can have them if you order a large amount or you have extras that they ordered a certain amount and you got 20 left over. Those 20 that are just laying in the box are instant sales. If a kid loses his shirt or outgrows his shirt, you can always have them available. And the gang sheets help you save money. For example, this is a gang sheet here where you order the whole sheet of paper, but you have to cut them apart. We actually send you this transfers with 12 up on a sheet, and you literally have to cut them apart before you apply them. And cost-wise, for an example, say you ordered 20 of this, all same image, gang sheet. They would be $3.01 per sheet, which would be $60.20, but you're actually getting 240 images, so this would actually cost 25 cents per image. So plus your cost of your shirt, you mark it up, whichever you mark it up, you got great profit. And if you have extras laying over, instant profit when someone loses a shirt or they need to reorder. You already have left over. That's from the initial order. You're not adding any costs. Easy. And like this one, they use layout. We use layout QL14. We changed Compton to Freeport. We changed the Eagle to a Mustang and asked for the size to be 3x3, which fits 12 up on our standard size sheet, and you're ready to go. Pretty simple. All right, so and if your school doesn't have uniforms locally, most schools have physical education shirts, and you can also do shorts. So we have a layout in our book that we've had in there for a long time, QSL 59, where it has the typical physical education. You put the name. So the same thing, customize it to Freeport, physical education. But this time we gained it, instead of all the same size, we got the big one, which is 10.5 by 10.5, and a smart hard size, 3.5 by 3.5. So that one, if you got 50 gang sheets in a one color, it would be $1.77 per sheet. Cut them apart, but you're getting 50 full size and you're getting 100 hard size. So really economical, and keeps you have extras on hand. If the actual order is only for 50, you got 50 of these to use, but you got 50 extras of these to where if they need more, you got them on hand, or talk them into getting shorts if they're not already ordering shorts. And with this kind, we can give you the goof-proof transfers, and you can write right on here where they want their names on it with your Sharpie marker. We can write right on the transfer. Let's see, what else do I got here? So yeah, with this one, gang sheets is definitely an economical way to go. All right, so the gym uniforms are pretty common, whatever, but the typical things people forget about is they don't market to the smaller groups at the schools. Don't forget about the student council, your scouts, your yearbook staff, your clubs, chess club, glee club. Everybody has something they want to put on their shirt, and we have lots of layouts and stuff that I'll show you for other groups. We have a whole section dedicated just to school, where we have music ones, we have mascot ones. I'm going to go into more detail shortly, but this layout, we did a neat trick with this one to make it look like a 3-color. We used the shirt color as the 3rd color, so the school's colors are gold and purple, but we use the purple shirt and let the stuff show through to give it other accents, especially on the separated outline. It looks like that separated outline on the shirt is printed, but it's not. It's actually shown through. So we changed the eagle to the yearbook picture with and added stuff on the yearbook, and then changed Compton to Kirtland, Eagles, the yearbook staff, 11 by 11, goof-proof ink, ready to go. 4 seconds, you apply that transfer, get your 50, 20 shirts, however many you need, you order, and you're ready to go. And the trick too is also order at price breaks, to where if you think they're going to order more or come back with, I don't know if I need 20 or I don't need if I had 22, tell them to order at 25, and you can have those extras on hand if they change their mind or they need an extra shirt, because price breaks make a big difference. The trick with this too is, if you think, oh well, who do I call or what do I do? Call your local schools and find the advisors to these groups. The shirts are usually ordered by different people in different groups, or call them and literally ask, okay, who's in charge of the yearbook? Who's in charge of this? Get all your names and numbers and emails to network out so you can get these accounts, and show them the idea book of, here's all the school designs I have here, and any of them can change to yearbook staff. We have lots of them there. You don't have to use this specific design. Any place where there's an eagle and 2 lines of text, it could say that. So it's pretty straightforward.
Georgina, if I can just throw something in there. I had a customer tell me recently for back to school, he kept everybody's email, because you mentioned about email from last year that he did business with or knew or whatever, and he sent out a mailer. He said the phone's ringing off the hook. I mean, I know it's the end of July, but he said it's amazing how busy they are. And,
okay. Yeah, no, school stuff it used to not be as big for us, and now at Transfer Express, our busiest time of the year is August, September. We do lots and lots of orders at back to school time. Lots.
Yeah. So this is the perfect time to get a hold of people.
So yeah, yep, definitely. Yeah, because I think get ahead of time and try to, and I'll show you some ways to pitch the actual your ideas to them here in a couple slides later. Another area where you can market to schools is for their proms and homecoming dances and stuff. And this year, 2009, we added a bunch of dance layouts that can be customized to your school or whatever, and they're ready to go, easy, multicolor, they're themed, and we're adding some more for 2010, so keep your eyes out that for when we release those in January, and there'll be some more. But if, for example, a lot of times the school may want to do their own design. A lot of times the student will design the one in the upper corner. If they have custom art, that's no problem. We accept custom art too, and I'll explain that a little more detail later on. But if they don't have a design and they have a general theme of 50s theme or beach theme, look through our designs and see if that fits what they want, and change the words to whatever you want it to say, and order those transfers, and one color ship in 1 day and multicolors ship in 2 days. So that's simple. Like this one actually, and the picture here is a design is 11 by 7 hot split ink, and that's when she was selling the tickets. That's the shirt they wore ahead of time or before, and just they also wore there. So it's pretty neat. Okay, let's see what I got next here. Alright, so now spirit wear. This is probably one of your biggest and most profitable areas for back to school. Everyone, including parents, boosters, kids, need gear. So this is where you gotta definitely be proactive to use our school designs and our catalog to help sell. And like, for example, this patterns right now are very, very popular, especially the zebra print. Like this picture on here is actually the same exact design, but with 2 different color placements. Almost doesn't look like the same design. So that's how powerful it is to, you can get it whatever the way you want it to look. This school, the colors are purple and gold. They made it in purple and gold and changed it to the date. And this one, they just want true zebras. They got true zebras. We also have our new head-to-toe gang sheets. I'll explain those shortly here on that special slide just for that. And we have hundreds of school layouts and mascot layouts to choose from for your school spirit wear. We have Greek layouts also. If you got a college area near you and want to get college gear, we got layouts for those. I'm going to show you on a slide later on talked about making spirit flyers. And for spirit wear, it's not just t-shirts. You can do lots of other things, and I'll show you a slide on that. And back to school wears tends to be more multicolor, and we've noticed a trend in that where because school colors are blue and white and green and white and blue and gold, that those orders will make more money, and you can charge more money because they're getting a 2-color design. So, all right, let's see. All right, let's move on to some more pictures here and tell you more about it. Here's the other layout categories that we have for school. We have class of, a whole section of class of. We have some general school ones that will fit for just about any category. We have preschool and elementary. We have music and band. And like they need a band. This same student needs lots of gear. She's a senior, but she's also in Flag Corps, so she needed a shirt for Flag Corps. Mel was saying some of his customers never understand this design here. What this design is, a special thing that Transfer Express offers, is what we call our signature templates. We have about 30 designs that what we do, order the blank template, we print it out for you and send you the piece of paper. They sign it with a marker, send it back to us, we scan it and put it back together and create the transfer for you. So it's a truly unique design when they order those, and those have been real popular right now. So that's another way for getting pure custom design, unique design, is to use our signature template. Okay, another popular thing for schools, of course, is the spirit wear is having mascots. We have over 115 mascot templates in our catalog. We're adding more next year, and these are some of the common ones that we get. The popular one that we've seen the most orders for is our little wildcat guy down here. Some of our mascots have our can't change element in them, but this one actually doesn't. So we have a whole series of this style of clip art as a tiger, as an eagle, as an Indian, as a whatever. So that layout can easily change to another mascot. But this one actually is a can't change. You can't change the tiger, but he's a really cool tiger. That's why it's made that way in tiger stripes. So you wouldn't want to change that to panthers. It wouldn't look right with the stripes in there. So that's why that's a can't change. But these look really cool. And if say your colors of your school for bulldogs is not red and black, you can easily change this. Tell us to make the red to equal Kelly green, and you leave the black alone, or you change the black to white. So it's all interchangeable with multicolor, no problem. You just tell us where you want the colors to be. We're just giving you ideas of where to start, but where they look good to begin with, and you can just do a one-for-one replacement with the colors, or you can be very specific of where you want what colors change where. So it's that easy. Okay, let me give you some more examples. Like that was a t-shirt in that picture. Hoodies are in right now. So here's some example of how our layouts on a hoodie. This is a cheer layout and a football layout. A lot of people get intimidated by the zippers with the hoodies. Well, how do I press that? I don't know. The key for applying the zipper hoodies that are zip it closed, put it on your press, and pre-press it and get it as flat as possible. Lay your transfer down, apply it for the instructions that you get with the transfer, peel it off, and it's that easy. That's how fast these designs came out. Really cool. And yeah, you will get a little design going through the seam, will break up a little bit, but that's the in look of distressed and whatever. It doesn't really hurt it all that much. And if you're unzipped, you don't know the difference anyway. So these come out really cool. But if you're afraid of the zippers, just avoid them. Put your transfers on the side of the zippers, or like heart size, and this was our leg designs. We have a bunch of vertical designs, which we call our leg designs, but it doesn't have to go on the leg or sleeve just because it says it's a leg or a sleeve. Put it wherever you want it. It's pretty cool. All right, let me see what we got next here. Like I said, transfers are not just for T-shirts. Most our regular screen printed transfers apply to anything cotton, polyester, and cotton poly blends. Our digital transfers work on just about any fabric. So if you have nylon bags, you want to put the cinch bag in the back as nylon, put our digital transfer of a called a cat print on there. Piece of cake, cool thing to hang around. This one's a blanket, fleece blanket. It's cotton, so it applies no problem. I've got some extra stuff in here you can do if you had little kids where you're a future cardinal and if they're taking them to football games. Put that on your kid. So pretty neat. The next one I want to show you is our new product that we just introduced a couple weeks ago, and they're called our head-to-toe gang sheets. And what these are, instead of having a single layout, we compiled sheets with multi-images on them with a general theme that you can then order as transfers. And these get you a lot of bang for your buck, because see how many images, each of these, the first one has 4 adult images, 4 heart images. You cut those apart, that's each an image you can apply to a garment when you're just paying a certain sheet price for the gang sheet price. But the key to this, we're giving you a bargain since we pre-designed them this way. Normally in our pricing structure, if you had all these images on a sheet, it would probably be the 5 to 8 image gang sheet price. But since we designed them and the templates of these, the image sizes and stuff can't change on the sheet, we're giving you all same image pricing, which is a drastic difference from the multiple image pricing. So you're getting a deal because we compile them this way. So people are using these for fashion and things like that, to where instead if you're a sporting goods store and you're trying to look for a new niche, order some of these and make them fashion where you don't even have to have any customization on there. This line, just make it on a sleeve of a shirt. You got a fashion shirt instead of a sports shirt. Just you're opening up new things, and these are the trends right now, and they're real popular. So you get lots of transfers out of that sheet. You just got to cut them all apart and apply them, and you can make all different. They don't all have to say the same thing. Say you're ordering for 2 different schools. You can put one say Lakewood here, one say Willoughby here, one says Eastwood here. You're getting 4 different school shirts orders out of one transfer sheet. So these are pretty cool. We also turned these layouts into what we called our alternative actual layouts. So certain images on these sheets we've actually made as standalone layouts. This one here, the wings one's real popular. This one's real popular. I'm trying to think what this other cheerleading big ones can be ordered all by itself. So those are under our alternative section on our website in the categories of the layouts, and they'll be also put in our 2010 catalog. Now I'll show you some photos of what these look like applied to garments. So this picture up here is actually all these images are from that one sheet. So $, $, those are all these garments that you could sell to these customers, to where each one has other stuff on it. And actually she had on her sweatpants too. The long leg thing was on her sweatpants, so looks kind of cool. These ones we put on a scarf and just a regular t-shirt. And here's a warm-up outfit that looks kind of fashiony and sporty at the same time. Pretty neat. Put this one on the cinch bag. And more bags, and this one here's all coordinated. You got 3 garments with the same theme, and you can put them wherever you want on the garment. So some neat fashion stuff. So if you want to try to keep fashion forward with the new trendy skulls and tribals and all that kind of stuff, this will give you a direction to kind of make some new garments. So back to school for sports, sure, that might work. While you got the kids coming in to order their school stuff, push the fashion stuff on them at the same time. So, okay, move on to my next thing. If you're a store, the reason why you should capitalize with transfers is because with direct screen printing you have to know how many you're going to order and what sizes you're going to order when you place your order usually. But with transfers, you can have multiple color shirts in your store, and a student can come in and say, okay, this is the design I want, and I want it on a green shirt, or this is the design I want, and I want it on a white shirt. You can have preset designs for the school based on sports or your local area or even just your community names, to have them ready to pre-press and literally sell as soon as they walk in, where they, oh, that's a cool design, but do you have it for this city or do you have it for my school? And if you already have it preset with the most common school colors, your local school colors, you can sell them instantly. Like a good example for that would be to stock property of the XXL common design that's been famous forever, or you can do class of 2010, because you know there's tons of seniors, and if you happen to get a bunch of teenagers in your area and whatever, you can just keep it generic without the school name or keep the school name on it, and all our designs let you personalize them that way, and you can decide what kind of people are in your area, what schools are most popular, but that way you don't have to order all these shirts that you never know if they're going to come in your store to order. So it's very, very handy. All right, now I'm going to tell you how to pitch those ideas to your school. Say you get those contact names from your school and whatever, and you're like, well, okay, now what do I do? Well, on our website we offer some free flyer templates, which basically you can make up some designs based on our catalog. Here's the XXL design if you wanted to pitch to them, and create a flyer with all your names and colors and things like that on it, how much you want to charge for them, and let them pass around the homeroom and say, let them sign up and get the cash and return it to you, and you can sell those easily to the groups at the schools. And if they say, well, I don't like this design, bring an idea book with you to leave with them and say, tell us what designs you do want, tell us what colors you do want, what clip art you want, and then you can make a flyer up from the designs that they want. Or think ahead out of the box and give them designs you think they would like ahead of time, and you might have the sale that much faster. And just you do football themes, senior themes, marching band, anything you think the groups, different various groups would want to order. All right, let's continue on our Easy View program. I'll go to the website maybe here shortly and show you some of that if people are more interested in the flyer. We did just create a back-to-school flyer also that has different layouts promoting back-to-school stuff that if you want to print out and keep at your store or give people to take to their schools as ideas. But the next biggest area probably too is school sports. So they're the easiest to sell, as everybody has their sports every year. And need new designs, or they need uniforms, they need practice wear. If there's tournaments, you can take your press to the tournament. As long as you got electricity and you got transfers and of that theme or that school, you can press on demand while you're there, instant profits. And you can personalize any garment too. I'll go into that in a second. A lot of people are intimidated by mesh, but you can see a lot of these transfers down here are actually on mesh. Mesh is no problem. As long as it's cotton or polyester or cotton poly blend, it'll apply perfectly. And you can see the wide range of fabrics and styles and textures that we have here, that all these sports designs are in multicolor and school colors and adult size on there and look great. So another way to make more money is to get stuff personalized. So we have a product called Express Names, which that's what this Houston is on the back here. In one day, if you order it, it'll be shipped the next day. So any name you want to get to apply, oops, sorry about that, it'll apply just like the other, screen printed, and it's custom cut to be what you want it to say, and then apply to the garment. Mesh, same thing, as long as it's cotton or polyester, it applies. If you do have stretchy material, like performance wear, we have a special transfer called Elastiprints. So that's what you would order for your performance wear, and these work great too. We also, for personalization, we add numbers to where, say you just want to put hoodie, the numbers, the girlfriend wants the number of the quarterback's boyfriend number on her hoodie, we have numbers to sell. Or if you're doing a whole series of uniforms, jerseys, we have a whole 6 styles of numbers and multiple colors, and those ship the same day if you order by 3 p.m. So super easy to do the personalization with the numbers. Right, let's see what my next slide is about. And that's the basics on the sports. It's so easy, and we have tons of sports layouts. The idea book is full of sports layouts. And all those layouts that are in the idea book are also online, and I'll show you a little bit about that when we get to the end slide here. But of course, you saw all these ideas of how you can apply transfers, but you're probably thinking, well, what if I have my own artwork, or my customer brings in, they want their artwork? We do that, no problem. Those are just called Easy Prints Plus, instead of easy prints. Easy prints are out of our idea book, and plus orders are orders that we create from your artwork. So if you have artwork, all you have to do is upload it on our website, click on the Send Us Your Artwork tab, and we'll review it and give you a call back in a timely manner, and you can help you place that order. If you just want to get a quote, we can also send that for a quote there. We don't accept artwork via email, so always go to the website to send your artwork. And when you do, one benefit of ordering plus is a lot of times schools have their own mascot that they want in transfers. So we have a system in place called custom clip art. So say you order your plus order, where it's this design on the left here, to where it's Southview Bears. They didn't want to lay out. This is the design a student made or somebody made, and we'll print that for you, no problem. When you order that order, you should tell them, if you know you're going to use that bear again in other designs or something their common mascot, you can request it to be archived. That what we do is it's a $15 fee, and we'll save that clip art for you in our in-house system, assign it a number, kind of just like our clip art system, that then you can use it in EasyPrints layouts. So, and you get EasyPrints pricing. You wouldn't have to pay plus pricing anymore. You would get EasyPrints pricing because he's already saved, he's already ready to go to be printed, and we would plunk him in the layout just like any other clip art. So this is a really good program for schools and logos, that anything you would want to use again as an element in one of our EasyPrints, just pay that one-time $15 fee, and it's on file, ready to use whenever you need it. So that's a great system for schools, especially if they have a custom mascot and they don't want our tiger, they want their tiger. This is the way to go. Any plus orders would ship out in 3 days. Remember, if you use our EasyPrint system, they ship out in 1 and 2 days based on the number of colors. All right, here's some of the things on our website. If you go to our website, the place to get the Try EasyView demo is actually on our home page right here in this circle. So that will get you this page to let you play with the wizard of how it feels to customize it. And that's just going to show one layout. But we have, like I said, 3,000 layouts that can be customized in this manner online. If you need samples, you can click on samples here. Read our testimonials. Lots of our customers love our website and things like that. Some of the new enhancements, one we just turned on this week, actually, to give you a more timely, exact thing. So actually, I screen grabbed this at 9:30 this morning, and it told me that numbers and letters would ship today, names would ship tomorrow, one-color EasyPrints would ship tomorrow, and then the other kind of orders that are more complex ship and up to the 28th, but the most of days that is 3 days. So anything we have in house you send us, we can create in 3 days and ship out. And if you're in California or in the West Coast, don't hesitate to order from us, because we have a Speedy Air shipping upgrade. What we'll do is, if you live in the West Coast and qualify in the continental United States, you'll get 2-day air shipping for the price of ground. So don't always think you got to get ground because it's cheaper. We're going to give you ask for Speedy Air when you call, and we'll guarantee that you'll get it in 2 days. That's definitely the way to go if you live out west. What else here? The Send Us Your Artwork tab. That's where you go to send us your artwork. And we have a blog also on our website that has very good content. That I write some of the content and create little graphic tips, because I'm a graphic designer. We have all kinds of application tips, so if you're looking to learn more about the transfer business in general, our blog is definitely the way to go. And another great way to get started is our EasyPrints marketing kit. And what is included in this is 30 sample transfers. So a lot of them are exactly some of the pictures you've seen today were ones that are actually in that marketing kit. And you have a personalized idea book with your name on the cover. You get some number and letter samples. You get a dealer buying guide. You get the EasyPrints playbook. You get a color selector. And you get a poster you can hang in your store. You get a retail price list. And you can get a $10 off coupon. So $49, that's a heck of a value to help yourself learn about transfers and to help. And then you can use those press all those samples, have them hanging in your store, and it will give your customers ideas of what they can order, and say, well, can I get this to say Wycliffe on here instead of Rockwood or whatever we used in the transfers, and they can feel and see what color inks they are and see how they feel, And so the marketing kit is a great value to help you get started and just have lots of selling tools for your customers. Like in this picture here, that's what he's showing her. Here's the color selector that shows all the printed colors, so she can say, well, do I want navy or do I want purple, or to see what different do they look like. And there's the poster hanging on the wall and all the garment samples. So it's definitely a great tool. If you want to get started with transfers today and you want to become a dealer, all you got to do is place your first order. You always have to do that on the phone first, and then you'll get your web access afterwards. So just give us a call and place your order or request samples, and we'll get you in our system. If you want to order a marketing kit that I just talked about, it's on the left navigation about halfway down. Look for this buy a kit or catalog. You don't have to be a dealer to buy that online. Anybody can buy that online and get started, but you just need your tax ID and your heat press, and you can become a dealer and have transfers in your hands in 3 days or less. So transfers are definitely the way to go to create back-to-school apparel. All right, I think we're just about done. We're ready for some questions. I know I talked a little fast, so I'm hoping Mel will have some good questions here. This is our link here at the end for getting my slides that showed you all the different examples and things you can do for back to school. So Mel, you got some questions for me?
We do, yes.
Okay.
And you speak fast. I didn't notice.
Very funny, Mel.
That was an hour webinar, 30 minutes. So.
Yes.
No, just kidding. One of the questions come in, and some of the questions are related, but
Okay.
the question is, what would be the best paper that feels like silk screening, without a real heavy feel to it? And yet another question came in.
Okay.
That was, what is the hot split ink that you mentioned before too?
Okay, with our screen printed transfers, we have about 5 different formulas. 3 or 4 are standard kind, and then we have 2 specialty ones. We have reflective and glitter, so those are specialty transfers. But our most commonly used that everybody likes to use is our Groove Proof, because it's the easiest to apply and most flexible and things like that. If you want the soft tan, you want the hot split. But the hot split has some limitations where you can't print gold on a dark garment and things like that, but it has the softest feel. Everybody has their personal preference. There's customers that swear by Groove Proof and customers that swear by hot split. They all just have different feel and different application times. One's hot peel, one's a cold peel. So that's just the difference in those. Okay?
All right. Another question came in. What is the best way to keep image straight on the shirts? There's some guidelines on the back of the paper.
Yeah, our transfers have a grid line on the back, so as long as you keep those straight with basically line them up with if it's an adult size, line it up with your armpits, and just keep that straight. Look for your guidelines and base it that way. Our transfers are straight on the paper. You should be pretty good to go. And just keep in mind that everybody's body is different. Even if it's off 2 or 3 degrees when you're wearing it, you're not going to know it. Just keep it as centered as you can, and you're going to be good to go.
Good. Carol asked, do the transfers fade after being washed? And a word, no.
No. No, the only time I've ever seen it is there's our ink guy here. He's worn it probably thousands of times of a transfer from 1995 that he still wears, just because he's getting messy with ink all the time, and it's actually a faded image. But no, our transfers are very durable, and I've been here 15 years. I still have transfers that I pressed 10 years ago that I still wear. They're very, very durable.
I have transfers from when Transfer Express first started, and they still look great. Still very vibrant. Yes. Actually, I use them in my seminars. I show people. The shirts have holes in them and everything else, but the graphics are wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes that's what happens. The garment wears out before the transfer does.
Yeah. I think there's a little bit of confusion on that can't change designs.
Okay.
You can change the name of the school.
Yes. No, usually it's the mascot itself is what can't change. We just give you that symbol to kind of give you who there's something in the design can't change, but on these mascot ones, it's usually the mascot because it's a custom drawn thing that can't be done quickly in one day, so that's why it's made a can't change. You can change the regular text of the name of the school. Yes, exactly.
Okay, and if you can get to that head to toe gang sheet.
Okay. Okay.
Can you mix as many colors as you want?
Yes, that's what these are shown in black and white, but you can add colors anywhere. You can see white trapped in black. You can make white inside of it or make the black parts white. Yes, these definitely can be done in multicolor. That's where all these pictures we shown. This one we did in one color, but this one we filled the green of the recycle thing green. This one we made the tribal thing blue, and here we made the continents on the globe green. So yeah, multicolor is no problem.
Good. And it says, can your company do custom photo transfers?
We do two kinds of photo transfers. We have our photo prints, which can only work on white or natural garments, and those are basically like a high-end digital printout of the transfer. That's one way, and we also do our digital CAD prints, which can be photographic and have shading, and any photo elements in it are no problem. They're can go on any fabric, any color, but right now currently they have a white outline around any objects that are in the transfer, in the image. But the photo prints do not have a white outline around the edges. But CAD prints are so vibrant and so brilliant, they look amazing, especially for photographs.
Yeah, and somebody wants to know when you're going to have the 2010 book available.
2010 book will be released in January. I'm the person actually currently working on it right now. So lots of good stuff coming in there. We do our usual 200 new layouts and at least 200 new clip arts. And actually this year we've done differently of adding new layouts during the year. So keep an eye out on our blog and our newsletter for new layouts that get released, like these head-to-toe released in the middle of the year. So keep an eye out on our blog and our newsletter for information of new stuff.
Okay. And Jody wants to know, what kind of artwork do you accept to create custom transfers?
Custom transfers, we accept just about anything, but we prefer vector for most stuff. But if it's a photograph, it's a photograph. We accept Corel files. We accept Illustrator files and JPEGs. And the only thing we don't like things are from like Publisher or PowerPoint and things like that. If it's a graphics program or a graphics file, we can pretty much use it.
Okay. One question, I'm not sure if you want to answer or not, but can you heat press on nylon jackets?
Nylon jackets, yes, you can, but we would have to use our CAD prints products, or currently only our transfer that works on nylon, and they look great. Like we did a mechanic's jacket and stuff, and with a full color transfer, and it looked awesome.
Okay. And Kathleen, well, we can go on all day, but just a few more here.
Okay.
Do I have to press everything at one time? Like if you hit two different transfers in different areas?
Oh, no, you can. That's where if you this one with the picture with the sleeve, we had to do these are the 3 separate applications. So we do the sleeve first, because you can have the rest of the garment hanging off the thing, and then you can unzip it, lay the front down, and then so there are 3 separate applications. If it's easy and they're close to each other, sure you can. Like this one down here, you could probably do it if it fit on your press, but why take a chance of making a mistake? Concentrate on one at a time. Oops, I hit the wrong thing here. Show my slideshow again. No, I probably lost my place. I knew that was going to happen. Back to where was I? This one, do this one up in the chest first, and then you can unzip it and lay that to get the zipper off to get your pressure correct, and do that one second. No, it depends. If it works, it works. If it's obviously you can't, don't attempt it.
And I think, too, if you're putting a drop name in there, too, you just cover it with a cover sheet.
Sure.
And it's not going to hurt the other one that's been already heat applied on there.
Yep. Great questions.
I'm trying to read these. There's so many of them.
Yeah, well, and any ones we don't answer here live on the air, we'll definitely answer sometime by tomorrow, so watch your email. And our next webinar actually is, if you're still confused about transfers in general and I didn't make it clear for you, we're doing one on totally getting started in the transfer business right from ground up of how to get started, what a transfer is, in more detail on things like that. And that one will be August 19th. The registration page isn't up yet, but it should be there shortly. So August 19th, getting started with transfers.
Good. Got time for one more?
Sure.
The question is tips on keeping even pressure while pressing images to products that have difficult ridges.
Sometimes you'll need a perfect pad from Stalls to raise up the area where you're pressing, like to keep buttons out of the way or things like that. That's mainly what you would do. And if you don't have time, you got to do that in a hurry. A mouse pad will work in a pinch to do that, raise it up, and just You might have to do it on a sleeve. If it's on by the cuff, you can put the little part of a Print Perfect pad in there to raise it up and keep it even. So that's mainly what you got to do.
We might as well say it because people are asking, do not use a pillow, Teflon pillow.
The dreaded pillow question.
The dreaded pillow.
No pillow. You don't need a pillow or cover sheets with transfers. The only time you need a cover sheet is if you're doing a multiple application where you put one down already and then you want to apply something else next to it or close to it, cover up the original, and then press the new one. But yeah, no pillow is needed in pressing transfers whatsoever.
Yeah, the pillow is more for film materials. The Print Perfect pad is more for transfers because you do need pressure to do a good application on that. Can you print transfers and rhinestones at the same time?
That question I can't answer. I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it. Just I would do one and cover up the other one and then do the other one. Probably I can't give you an exact answer on that one. But that's an interesting thing. A lot of people do multimedia. If you're an embroiderer, a lot of people will embroider the main cool part of the pretty Doberman dog in the middle, and they'll put screen printing of the name above or below to do multimedia. That's another thing people do with transfers, do multimedia ones.
Good. Well, Georgianne, there's some other questions, but you can answer those by email.
Okay, great.
And we appreciate it.
Don't forget, everybody, I'll go back to that last slide again to one more second here while we're at the end. That's your link to go get your slides for all the names and things that I dropped in terms of mascots and head to toe and all our branding different thing and express names. Those are all listed in the slides here. And don't hesitate to call us and email us for any questions you have. We're always here to answer any questions you have.
Because a couple of the questions were, how do I get started? And again,
basically, yeah, how do I get started? The thing I just got to say is call that phone number and place your order, and that creates you as a dealer as soon as you place that first order, and then you'll get you all set up and get your email address and set you up for a web account, and you can be ordering online the very same day or next day right away. So just call us and place that order.
And another question came in about watching the recorded webinars. And for those who do attend these webinars, they will be posted on, I know it's on your site. It takes me a day at least to get it to you, so won't be until tomorrow, but it'll be ready.
Right. He posts them on Great Graphics, and I will also, as long as we have no technical problems this time, posting it on TransferExpress.com in our video tutorials area. So that should be there hopefully tomorrow. Okay,
very good. Well, thank you, Georgianne. That was excellent.
Yeah. Okay, great.
I learned some more stuff today. So.
Oh, good. That's what I'm
Well, you guys are always coming up with all this new stuff all the time. But it's wonderful for the industry. You guys done a great job on that.
Great. I'm glad everybody came today.
All right. Well, thank you, Georgianne, and thank everyone for joining us today. And, again, there's more webinars next week, and I believe Peggy is putting up the August schedule yet this week. So we'll have all the August webinars listed on the Great Garment Graphics website. All right. Well, that was wonderful. And Georgianne, appreciate it again. And if anybody has any questions, there's a contact information. I'll leave it up for a few moments here. But Georgianne, unless you have anything else, this is our broadcast for today.
Nope. That's all I can think of for now.
All right. Well, thank you, and we'll speak to you later. Goodbye.
All right.